This is the Redragon K552 Kumara. Now, when I filmed my last keyboard video, I used this keyboard over here, which is the CyberPower PC Nohi 01, and at the end of that video, I said I'll be replacing that with a mechanical keyboard. So I got this, and I'll just be showing you like what this does, how this works, and all the lighting, all the performance, and sound tests and everything. So let's get started. Okay, before we get into the actual keyboard, I need to show you something on how to buy it. So first, if you go to Amazon.com, and if you search up Redragon K552. Now, there's going to be a few search results that come up. So this one is the first one. It says Amazon's Choice. That's this one. I'm going to go with this one. So you see these two here. This Amazon's Choice one and this one right here. So this one's $34.99 and this one's $43.98. So this one, I'm just going to open these two separate tabs. And I'm going to drag this up here. That there. And that there. Okay, here. So this one on the left side is the one I have. Now you might be wondering what's the difference between the two. That looks like the same thing. This one it says RGB backlit black, and this one is 87 keys black. So the thing about this is that each and every single key on this one right here on the left one has has its own color of RGB. But this one, the colors do not change. So the top row will always be red, the next row will always be purple and orange and so on. The colors do not change. You still have the same lighting patterns, but the colors will not change on this right one here, but they will change on this. That's why I bought this one. So if you're looking for the one that has the good RGB, it's not the Amazon's Choice one. So if you see Amazon's Choice and you want the RGB, do not buy this one. Buy the left one. And I'll put a link to this page in the description. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. And remember, this one's the more expensive one has a good RGB, and the less expensive one has single colors. So that's pretty much it for that. Okay, now we're going to be talking about the keyboard itself. First, I'm going to talk about the features. This is a tenkeyless design, so it's basically like this, exactly like this keyboard, but it does not have a number pad. It does not have a number pad. It just has this, and the rest is cut off. That's what a tenkeyless design is. So, it is a mechanical keyboard. It has full RGB, and it has outemu blue switches. And you might be it's basically the equivalent to Cherry MX blues, and it sounds the same. I think so. I haven't really tested them. But yeah. Now for the lighting features, over here, all these insert, home, page up, delete, and page down. These are all the keys for the RGB features. And over here, up and down is brightness control, and left and right is other stuff. So this one, I'm not sure exactly, I have to test, but this one, it changes the color. So right now, it's at blue. This is how I like it. So if I do FN and this one, it'll go through the colors. Now it's purple, and now it's pink, now it's lighter pink. This is rainbow. This is red, orange, yellow, green, and black to blue. So, and then of course if you go down arrow, you can decrease the brightness all the way to 0, and you can increase the brightness all the way up. Now that that's done, over here is the two num-lock and character indicators. So I guess, okay, so the bottom one's scroll lock, and the next one, the top one, is caps lock. This is really bright, it's really good to see, and that's pretty much it for that. For this thing is replaceable. I'm not sure how to replace it, but like if this thing breaks somehow, then you can replace it. There's like some things on Thingiverse that you can print out. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the single color control. Now I'll be talking about the lighting features. So each of these has a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and each key has 3 different modes, and each of them like have their own category. So if I press FN and insert, it'll start cycling through all the 3 modes of that insert button. That's the same for each and every one of these 6 keys. So this one, it just like fades through all the colors of the rainbow, and if you press it again, it starts doing the same thing, but it's in breathing mode. So it'll go fade out, and actually it'll fade back to the same color. So it's basically like a breathing mode for the first one. And if you press it again, it goes back to normal. And if you now press FN and home. FN and home is basically the ripple effect function. So if you cycle through these ones, it'll go through a ripple effect. So right now, this is the ripple effect. It goes through. It like does a full like circle around the key, which is, I think is really cool. I would really like this one. It looks so smooth. But anyways, if you do FN and home again, this will go to this thing where every key you press lights up, just like so. I'm actually gonna turn off the light here, so there you go. So now you can see the RGB better. So now if you press FN and home again, it'll go to the third one where it lights up that row. It like ripples out onto that row only. This one is actually really good also.
But that's pretty much it for home. So it cycles through the full ripple effect. It cycles through single key only. And then it cycles through row ripple. So that's pretty much it for that. And now if you press F and then page down, which is number 3, it'll go through this like wave pattern. That looks really cool. If you press it again, it'll go through this like circle thing. I don't know what to call this. It's just like a weird pattern they do, but here you can watch it if you want. But anyways, I'm gonna press it again. F and then page up. Now this will just like light up random keys. It looks okay. I mean, I'm not a big fan of like all these RGB fans, but now if we press F and then delete. So these are all like, first of all, these are like all the F and then page up functions. So there's this, there's that, and there's that. And now we're gonna go to F and then delete. So F and then delete, it just starts like making this like wave through, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that well, but if you press it again, it does like another wave through. That looks really good. And I think if you do F and then plus, it increases the speed. So as you can see, it's increasing the speed right now, like that. And if you press F and then minus, it decreases speed. Now it's going like really slowly. And if you press F and then delete again, it does this weird thing. I guess I'm kind of seeing like a circle of the RGB that goes around in a circle. I'm not. And of course you can increase the speed again, just like so. And by the way, if these things light up, that's because it's at its max. It's at its max level. So even the brightness, if I press it, if that shows up, that means that's the max level of brightness. So that's just, if you're curious, that's what it means. So now we're gonna move on to F and end. This is like the rainbow features. So this is like full rainbow. It just like cycles through all the rainbow colors in each key. If you press it again, it does this, which I do not like. I don't know why. And then this, it goes like up, and it just goes up. And okay, here's what this arrow key is. So if you press F and then left arrow, it changes the direction. So now, as you can see, it's going this way. And if you press it again, it switches. It's like going up now. And of course, you can increase the brightness and decrease the brightness. But yeah. Anyways, if you press F and end again, it goes back to that. So these are the 3 modes of F and end. F and end. I'm pressing end, which is number 5. Now, if you press F and then page down, this, it does a wave, and it goes back. I think it looks okay, and you can, I guess you can change the color. By the way, for each and every one of these, for each and every single color ones, if you press F and then left arrow, it'll change the color. So you can, of course, change the color of what you want. But I'm gonna leave it at blue just for this video. So now it's at blue, and you can increase the speed again. You can decrease the speed. Or not, maybe this one doesn't. Okay, there you go. So if you press F and page down again, it's back to single color, I believe. Yeah, this is back to single color. Actually, wait, no, this is not back to single color. So what this thing does is basically, if you, the faster you type, the color will change. So right now it's at light blue, and as you can see, it moves to purple and a dark blue. And if you let go, it'll fade to purple and then back to light blue. As you can see, that's what that. And of course, you can like change the colors. So this one goes to red from pink, and so on. But I'm not gonna waste time on that. So let's put that back to blue. And if you press F and page down again, it does like this wave of rainbow colors coming out from the center. And I guess if I do this, it'll come in. If I do F and left arrow, then it'll change the direction, which is really cool. And of course, I can change the speed. I can do all that stuff. And that's pretty much it for the lighting modes. And so, okay, let's just recap. Each of these 6 keys right here, they have their own lighting feature. So this one has 3 lighting features, this one has 3. Each one of these have 3 different lighting modes. And over here, F and this arrow is to change the color. F and up arrow is to change the brightness up and brightness down here. And F and left arrow is to change the direction of the speed, of the wave, I guess. And F and plus is to increase the speed. And F and minus is to decrease the speed. So that's pretty much it for the lighting. I'm gonna go here, go back to my static color, like that. And that's pretty much it for the lighting. This is how I like it, by the way, just like a static color of blue. So yeah, let's move on to something else. Okay, now we're gonna move on to whatever I like about this keyboard. So what I like is, of course, the sound. It sounds really good. It's really loud, but I like it loud. I really like loud keyboards, especially in like Minecraft PvP. It helps me bridge and stuff, because it helps me time my jumps very well. And that's really good. So people, if you ask a lot of Minecraft players, they'll like really noisy switches because it helps them. And yeah, So what I don't like about this keyboard is how tall it is. So this is how tall it is. It's really tall, and if I put my wrist down like this, it does not feel right. I mean, like I feel sores on my wrist here, and I do not like that. So what I did was I took my gel wrist pad here and I put this there, and of course now it works. But this part annoys me because this is meant for a full size keyboard. So what I did is I went on Thingiverse and I did not go on Thingiverse. I went on Tinkercad and I designed my own. And this is a 3D printed wrist pad. I'll put a link to this in the description if you want to 3D print this yourself. If you have a 3D printer, of course. This comes in 2 parts. I just had super glued together here. I did get a layer shift here, but it's fine. If you guys don't know what 3D printing is, that's something you have to deal with. But yeah, so this thing actually works really well. It's a really nice wrist pad, so you can just like play now, and it feels so much better. So that's pretty much it for what I like and I don't like. This is a pretty cool wristpad that I 3D print. You can see the lines. Anyways, okay, now we're just gonna do a sound test and on 10 fast fingers, and I'll show you what it sounds like. Okay, well, I'm not really used to mechanical keyboards, so I'm really bad when it comes to typing with this. But I'm sure I'll get better at it. It takes time, because, I mean, it might not be the case for you, but, like, this is actually supposed to be really easy to type on. I'm personally used to, like, touch keyboards, like membrane, like Mac keyboards, because that's what I've been using previously, other than this one up here. But this one is my first mechanical keyboard, like, ever, so I might be pretty bad at typing, but that was my best attempt right there. I got 62 words per minute, but... Okay, one thing I should point out about this keyboard, I don't know if this is for every keyboard by Redragon K552, but it has a rock to it. So if I press up here, you can hear that it has a slight rock. So it rocks, the keyboard rocks. Especially when I press keys up here, I can feel the keyboard tapping down. So if you can hear that, that's the keyboard, this corner hitting the desk. That's what that is. So what I do is I just take like a playing card like this one, I just slip it under here, and now as you can see, there's no rock. It's completely still. So it looks weird. I know that playing card looks weird, but that's how I keep it because it helps me. The box also came with this thing. It's a keycap remover. So what you do is, let me just adjust. Let's just do it on the arrow key. So if I press it, I leave these two on the top. If I press it like that, wait for the click. Wait for the click, like that, and then you just twist it up. Then you can, as you can see, the keycaps are really nice. The font is okay, but here are the switches, and the lighting is kind of weird, but these are outemu blue switches, and they sound really good. They're really clicky, and that's pretty much it. So this keycap remover actually works really well. It's kind of flimsy, but I doubt it's gonna break anytime soon. But that's just something I wanted to show you that comes in the box. The lights are really bright, by the way. I don't want to blind your eyes from the screen, but here. That's pretty much it. I'm going to put this keycap back and I'm going to do the outro. That's pretty much it for the Redragon K552 Kumara. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.